What is up, guys? We're back again with another video, and as you guys can see, the Monster Hunter patch notes are out. So without further ado, we're gonna dig right into it. If you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, and I think we have about 2 hours until the big update drops. So I'm a little bit excited for title update 1. Let me know what you guys are most excited for. Honestly, I'm excited for some of the drip we're gonna be getting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit excited. The Grand Hub is gonna be nice to see everybody going around doing their drip checks. But yeah, let's get right into this video. It's not stalled too much. But yeah, there's a lot of information on here. There's also a lot of information that we've covered in previous videos, so I won't be like going through all the these ones. We've already seen this Mizutsune is coming here and Zoshi and all that. We already know all that. Also, there's some other like miscellaneous ones like missions and stuff that I'm going to be skipping out on. I will leave a link to this in the description of this video so you guys can go through and check it if you would like as well. Right now, I'm just going to be going through the more important parts, right? Just to not stall and waste too much time. So where I wanted to start was here, improve response time for controls in all dialogue scenes such as facility conversation. Really like this. Speeds up the gameplay, makes it more fluid. The rest command now costs 500 guild points. Before it was 300. And the investigation reward will now give 10% more than before. So they're doing like economy adjustments, right? So it costs more, but you're also getting more from doing investigation. So as long as you're farming, you're going to be good. Also, it increased the amounts of points required for the Wyverian melding and melding decorations at the melding pot. That's the old lady in the area with like the giant people. So yeah, if you're going to meld, it is going to cost a little bit more points, but increase the amount of points obtained from some items and rare decorations using them as melding materials. So as long as you're farming your materials, you're going to be like collecting back stuff to make it cheaper, basically. Fixed an issue where meal invitations would sometimes be announced and showed up in environments at times where you wouldn't be able to accept it. Now, I ran into this problem a lot. I was perma-getting baited by people in the different regions. They'd say, here, I'd like to offer you a meal. I'd go to the area, no goddamn meal. So I am extremely happy that that's getting fixed. This was very annoying. The transfer item options. This is extremely important, by the way. This is amazing. Transfer item options. So now basically what it's saying is that you don't need to go inside your tent to restock. I love this, right? It's not the biggest change in the world, right? Because the tent, to go inside your tent, it's not really like even that long of a load screen, but this is just more efficient. So I love this. Really happy about this right here. Now, I didn't want to look into monster ones too much, but there is one in here that I did find funny. Is fixed an issue where the game would crash when blocking a Gravios attack. I had no idea that was ever a thing, and that's freaking hilarious. Also, fixed an issue where Jindahad would intentionally just disappear. How the hell do you use a goddamn Elder Dragon, pretty much? I found those two pretty funny, so I figured I'd go over those two. That shit had me laughing for a little bit there, I'm not gonna lie. Now, these ones are like, okay, I won't be going too much over these ones. I will start from the Lance, the weapon changes, and I will go down. So Lance made it easier to hit land a thrust attack finisher after a focus strike. In which, so before, basically with the Lance, right, what it was, when you focus a strike, you do like a couple shield hits, and then you would poke. The problem is that first poke would knock the monster so far back, you wouldn't get the second poke. So really happy that they're fixing this. Hammer fixed an issue where focus strikes could not be used quickly after coming to a complete stop after a moving charge. So this is pretty nice for Hammer, make the weapon feel a little bit more fluid. They also said they're going to be buffing Hammer. It's one of the weapons they're looking towards buffing, so I'm excited to see what that's going to be like. Light Bowgun fixed an issue that caused Wyvern Blast to react to Palico attack. So why this is okay. I mean, this doesn't really do anything much really. It's alright. This is like whatever. As for the Palico, fixed an issue that prevented stun and exhaust values from increasing when a Palico attack lands on a monster with a blunt weapon. I don't get that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't, if your Palico is using blunt, shouldn't it be building up stun for you? I mean, I'm a little bit confused on this one. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not really, that doesn't really make sense to me. Hunting one, fix an issue where certain actions that require simultaneous inputs were not behaving correctly. Now, I know one of my friends playing on PC did have a problem to where, and controller, it's like your Y and B when you got to do that attack. You got to click 2 buttons at once. That would sometimes not work, and only one input would go through. So I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about, or they're just talking about just applying different inputs behind each other. But regardless, this is a really good fix. We like weapons feeling fluid. Heavy bowgun and light bowgun range attack capabilities has been adjusted when riding a sacred. Now, I feel like adjusted means they probably nerfed it, because honestly, you could literally do hunts while on the back of a sacred. Now, it wasn't the fastest hunts in the world, but because the sacred auto dodges, and honestly, if you're playing it well, it can be an extremely fast run, right? Because the sacred auto dodges and stuff for you, so you can just literally run around a monster while doing damage. So honestly, in certain fights, it was really goddamn crazy and broken to be used. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it a couple of times. It was pretty good, so I feel like this might have been a nerf. The effects of the corrupted mantle has been adjusted. Now, we don't know exactly how it's been adjusted. We do know that it is going to be a nerf. We just don't know how bad it is. Now, I hope they don't kill the mantle, because I think I gave off the wrong impression in my previous video. I was saying, oh, corrupted mantle. I think I might have said they're going to nerf it into the ground or something, which was on my end, right? That's my bad. I don't want them to kill the mantle. I think these mantles all need to be in a state where you can pick whatever one you want and not feel like you're losing out on a shit ton of damage, right? So I hope they put it in a state where it's more balanced. I do not want it to be nerfed into the ground. I want it to be balanced. Just wanted to make that clear. The Rocksteady Mantle damage mitigation has been increased. This is really nice. I like Rocksteady. I like being able to just ego the monster and just greed damage. I love this. So that's very good. One of my favorite mantles in the world. I absolutely use the shit out of this mantle in the world. I love it. Mending Mantle and Evasion Mantle duration has been increased. Very good, especially for the goddamn Mending Mantle. Like, bro, this mantle is like, it had like a 600-second cooldown and it would last for 60 seconds. That shit was terrible. So, really happy that they made this better. Really, really good. And obviously, the Evasion Mantle, for those that are getting their iframes from bow on like dual blades, is going to be very, very impactful. Now, I'm a bit sad for this. The Dragon Piercing damage for bow has been decreased. I really enjoyed the Dragon Piercer. I loved the Dragon Piercer. In fact, that was the main bow build I was playing. So I'm a little bit sad that they're nerfing it, but I mean, I guess it was a little bit too out of hand. But honestly, I don't think so. I mean, bow speedruns weren't even like all that crazy. Bow's like the bottom 5 tier weapons or 6 tier weapons. I don't think bow was out of control. I think this could have been fine if they just left it how it was. I'm a little bit sad. But on the bright side, the power volley elemental values have been increased. So I mean, it would be interesting to see how this affects the bow. I mean, bow is always a really good elemental in like previous games like World and stuff. So it'll be good to see how much better this makes it. The bow's 1000 Dragon has been increased. This includes when you're using close range and power coatings. This is very good, because before I never really used the 1000 Dragons at all. It just felt like a DPS downtime. So this is very nice that they're buffing the shit out of it. So we'll be able to do more damage with it. So maybe it gives us more value in times where we want to use it. Bow's power shot and power volley are now affected by the charge master skill. So if you guys know, it makes it pretty much go faster. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, so that's very, very nice. Makes it a little bit quick, makes the weapon feel a little bit more fluid, fixed gameplay. Now, there isn't really anything like too crazy for the rest of this video. It is like fixed an issue where opening shot doesn't work with special ammo, and then like little fixing like support hunters and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, just like some obviously miscellaneous stuff. Adjusted the distance that the handler keeps from monsters during hunts. Like, as you guys can see, this is pretty miscellaneous, other than like, as well as these right here. These are all a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff, like your login bonuses, stuff like that. A bunch of like changes for the game to run better. I mean, if you guys want to go through all of these, you can, but I don't want this video to drag out too much, so I will leave the link for this in the description. And that is pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty happy with some of the changes. Obviously, I'm not the happiest about Dragon Piercer. I feel like this was fine. I don't think the bow was that strong to where it needed to be nerfed. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And I hope you guys have a happy hunting with this new update and the Title 1. Peace out, peace out, peace out.